Okay, so if everything is okay, so you just have to start this session. So this is the first question that we have already shared with you guys. Okay, so what I'm just trying to ask you in this question that you have to, you're just trying to tell me so what is happening here. First thing, so which indicatrix? Anybody who can let me know? It is which type of indicatrix? Whether it is uniaxial or biaxial, because we have two. Okay, so if you're trying to see the questions here, so it is just asking you that in your indicatrix, so the biaxial and the uniaxial part is not given here. But the thing is that it is very clear suggestion or you can say clear instruction हमारे पास है कि this is your triaxial ellipsoid. तो in cases this is your in case of the biaxial. Okay, तो biaxial minerals को हम कैसे represent करते हैं? That is in case of the triaxial ellipsoid. Okay, so that's why we are getting three different refractive indexes. Getting my point now? Okay, so let's come here. So what is happening? First, you just have to see कि हमको करना क्या है. Okay, before going to the concept, so I'm just trying to show you some images by which it will be easier to find out what are you trying to talk about. Okay, so these are the biaxial indicators. Okay, so I think it is visible to everybody. So in these cases,
Yes,
we are
sir.
getting okay, so you can see here. So what is I'm just trying to tell you. So if you're trying to see, we are getting the refractive index along x-axis, that is n alpha, and along y-axis, that is n beta, and along z-axis, that is n gamma. Okay, and one more thing I just want to tell you. So it is very obvious thing that you guys, I think you guys already know about it. The thing is that in case of the uniaxial, so it is always in case of the uniaxial, we are getting two refractive index, that is n epsilon and n omega. Okay, so it sometimes n epsilon is greater than n omega, sometimes the n epsilon is less than n omega, and that is going to give us the optic sign. Okay, optic character is already given. Okay, optic character आपको पता ही होगा कि that is your uniaxial. Okay, optic character is uniaxial, but the optic sign is not given. If the n epsilon is greater than n omega, that is going to give you positive. Okay, is it clear? Then उसके बाद अगर n epsilon less than n omega है, so that is your negative. Okay, this is all in case of the uniaxial. But what happens in case of the biaxial? Why this image is not good? well क्यों नहीं जा रहा है? Okay, हाँ. If you are trying to see here, so what I'm just trying to tell you. So in case of the biaxial, what is the main purpose? Because we just have to find out the optic sign. This is our main purpose. Okay, तो हमको biaxial का optic sign जानने के लिए, तो what the thing that I have to do? The thing is that we just have to find out the 2vz and 2vx angle. Okay, is it clear? Okay, so what is the 2vz and 2vx angle? Basically, what is the 2v angle first? The 2v angle is basically the angle in between. Okay, this is an angle between the two optic axes, between two optic axes. Okay, is it clear? Okay, basically biaxial means it is going to give you two optic axes. Okay, and in case of the uniaxial means it is going to give you one optic axis. Okay, one optic axis. Okay, तो two optic axis बीच में जो एंगल बनेगा तो उसको हम बोलते हैं 2vx. ओके, 2v एक्चुअली. तो अगर वही एंगल को बाइसेक्ट करता है, बेसिकली ये जो एंगल है दैट इज गोइंग टू बी लाई ऑन एक्स जेड प्लेन. दैट इज उसको कौन सा प्लेन बोलते हैं? दैट इज गोइंग टू बी कॉल्ड एज ऑप्टिक प्लेन. बेसिकली हम कौन सा प्लेन को ऑप्टिक प्लेन बोलते हैं? एक्स जेड प्लेन को. ओके, ये जो प्लेन है ना, दैट प्लेन इज बेसिकली गोइंग टू बी कॉल्ड एज ऑप्टिक प्लेन. ठीक है, तो एक्स जेड कंटेनिंग प्लेन that is called as the optic plane. Why? Because it contains two optic axes और उनके बीच में जो एंगल है तो उनको बोलते हैं 2v angle. Okay, so that means the 2v angle can be bisected by the x axis or we can say z axis. तो ये दो हो सकते हैं. Okay, तो अगर x axis केसेस में बाइसेक्ट होता है then it can be called as 2vx. अगर z axis केसेस में z axis उनको बाइसेक्ट करता है that is called as 2vz. Okay, getting my point? And the most important thing is that if you're trying to see here, so there is a very common relationship in between the 2vx and 2vz. If you're just trying to combine them, it is going to give you 180 degree. Okay, and they are basically sometimes the 2v it is going to be acute, ये आपका acute हो जाएगा, और vz उसी टाइम में आपका obtuse हो जाएगा. Okay, and if you're trying to see कभी कभी अगर 2v अगर 2vz 2vx अगर आपका ये ऑप्टिक्स हो जाता है then this is going to be alternately it is going to give you the acute because उनका सम क्या होता है 190 डिग्री. दैट मींस कोई अगर 90 से ज्यादा होता है तो अल्टरनेट ऑटोमेटिकली दूसरा वाला क्या हो जाएगा 90 से कम. ओके, सो दिस थिंग्स इज बेसिकली द कॉमन थिंग्स दैट वी गाइस ऑलरेडी नो. बट द मोस्ट इंपोर्टेंट थिंग इज दैट इफ द 2vx is the acute angle, okay, that means the x axis is going to bisect the acute angle, तो उसको हम उसी टाइम में क्या बोलेंगे? bxa. Okay, so that means acute bisectrix. Okay, if the 2vz at the same time अगर मान लो कि x axis bxa है तो जेड एक्सिस अभी क्या हो जाएगा, वो जो ऑब्ट्यूस एंगल है उसको बाइसेक्ट करेगा, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज BXO, दैट मींस ऑब्ट्यूस बाइसेक्ट्रिस. ओके, इज इट क्लियर? So now the main thing is that these BXA and BXO are going to use to determine the optic sign in case of the biaxial minerals. Okay, in case of the uniaxial it is different, that is going to depend upon the refractive index of the fast ray and external ray, and in case of the biaxial minerals that is different, that is going to depend upon the acute bisectris and the obtuse bisectris orientation. If that is x-axis then it will be anybody. If the acute bisectris is basically x-axis, that is going to give you the negative. Okay, please correct me if I am wrong sometimes. Okay, and if that is going to give you that acute bisector, यहाँ पे लिख देते हैं, if the BXA is basically x-axis, okay, then it is going to give you the negative sign. If the BXA is basically z-axis, then that is going to give you biaxial positive. So these things you can alternate. In these cases, if the BXO is z-axis, that means it is going to give you negative. So all the things you guys already know. Okay, so then what is the thing that I have to do here? The first thing that I have to obtain from this one, that what is given here. Okay, so what is given? So can anybody please let me know whether am I audible and my screen is visible?
Yes, sir.
Hello. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So okay, so what are the things that is given here? So it is going to give you that I'm just trying to clear all the images. Okay, तो इसको ही कॉपी कर लेते हैं, no problem. Okay. Okay, हाँ. तो what are the things it is given? तो आप भी देख सकते हैं. If you have the question, so you can just see कि what are the things. The first thing is that it is going to give you the x-axis. Okay, and one more thing that I have left to told you, that in these cases the x-axis and y-axis and z-axis, they are basically fixed. Okay, they have a fixed relationship. That means along the x-axis we are getting n alpha, you can see here. Okay, along the y-axis we are getting the n beta, and उनका जो concept है कि ये n beta क्यों है, तो that is a long concept. तो वहाँ पे आप समझिए 5 to 10 मिनट अंदर में, तो उसको explain नहीं कर सकते कि where the refractive indexes came and all. If you want, then we can make this separate videos. Okay, so this is n gamma. Okay, so n alpha, n beta, and n gamma, they're basically fixed with the optic axis indicated axis. Okay, that means along the z-axis we are getting n gamma, along the y-axis we are getting n beta, and along the x-axis we are getting the n alpha. And they have a fixed. Please mute yourself. It is making noise. Okay, so I don't know who is creating noise. Please mute yourself. Okay, so you have a fixed relationship in between the three refractive index. That is your n alpha is always the smallest. यहाँ पे क्या होता था, n epsilon n omega बीच में कोई रिलेशनशिप नहीं
தூக்கி இந்த பேட்டை தூக்கி விசிறி போடுவேன் பாரு. ஏய் இங்க வா.
Mahalakshmi, please mute yourself. Okay, so I have muted from my side. Okay, so came here. So what is the common relationship in between them? That is, it is fixed that n alpha is always smaller than n beta, and n beta is always smaller than the n gamma. So this is the fixed relationship, but it is not happened in case of the uniaxial. क्योंकि uniaxial cases में ये कभी बड़ा हो सकता है, कभी ये छोटा हो सकता है. Okay, so that is basically going to give you the optic sign indication. But in this cases, this has a common relationship. Okay, तो अभी हम क्या करेंगे? तो अभी हमको जो given है, that means along the x-axis, that is n alpha, हम अभी लिख लेते हैं कि n alpha is given as what? N alpha is given as 1.42. Okay, so n beta is given as what? N beta is given as 1.54. Okay, and that is n gamma, that is given as 1.66. Okay, so it is given, that is along x-axis, that is along y-axis, this is along z-axis. Okay, it is clear. I think the thickness is very high. Okay, so this is given. So I'm just trying to erase all the things in order to avoid the noise here. Okay, so this is given. So what is asked basically? तो ये आपको पहले क्वेश्चन में पूछा है कि क्या क्या पूछा है. तो फर्स्ट थिंग इट इज आस्क्ड दैट calculate the Vx and 2Vz. That means the half. What is the Vx? What is the Vx? That is the half of 2Vx. Simple thing. And what is the Vz? That is the half of 2Vz. We don't know which one is the acute angle, which one is the obtuse angle. So we just have to find them. Then after finding them, we can easily find out what is the optic sign. Okay. Okay, so let's find out what is the 2Vx and what is the 2Vz. तो उसको सॉल्व करने के लिए we have a common formula, that is basically the cos square Vz, that means the half of 2Vz is equal to, उसको सिंपली आप ऐसे याद रख सकते हैं कि पहले आपका कौन आता है, x एक्सिस, तो दैट इज n अल्फा स्क्वायर एंड सबसे बड़ा n गामा स्क्वायर एंड माइनस n बीटा स्क्वायर. ओके, देन देयर इज n बीटा स्क्वायर, अल्फा के बाद बीटा आएगा, देन बड़ा कौन सा है, बड़ा से ही माइनस करोगे छोटा वाला, ठीक है, देन दैट इज एन गामा स्क्वायर, एंड बचा कौन 3 से, तो दैट इज एन अल्फा। तो ऐसे आप याद कर सकते हो इफ यू आर very weak to remember the formulas like me. Okay, so you can just find out in this way. Okay, so what I'm just trying to tell you here, so if you're trying to put the formula, then what are you trying to, there is various ways. Okay, if you're just preparing for the gate and jam, so it is jam cases में ये नहीं आ सकता है, gate cases में this is a high level question, so there basically बहुत सारी चीजें करना है, तो गेट कोर्सेस में आ सकता है। तो इन दिस केसेस व्हाट इज हैपनिंग, तो यू जस्ट हैव टू यूज द गेट कैलकुलेटर, तो ये आपको 2 सेकंड में दे देगा, बट देयर इज ए कंफ्यूजन कि आप वो 2 सेकंड चक्कर में गलतियां भी कर सकते हो, तो इसलिए बी केयरफुल एंड डू मोर प्रैक्टिस। ओके, इन ऑर्डर टू यूज द गेट कैलकुलेटर। ओके, तो इफ यू आर ट्राइंग टू डू, देन व्हाट इज द थिंग दैट आई हैव टू राइट हियर,
द फर्स्ट थिंग cos square v
इस साइड में रख देते हैं, लेट्स इसको रख देते हैं अभी, राइट अरेंज इसको करते हैं, देन अल्फा स्क्वायर दैट इज, प्लीज ट्राई टू डू योरसेल्फ आल्सो, दैट इज 1.42 का स्क्वायर। ओके, एवरीबॉडी इज गेटिंग, ओके 1.42 का स्क्वायर, देन उसके बाद क्या हो जाएगा, तो ए स्क्वायर माइनस बी स्क्वायर, मैंने इसको थोड़ा सा सिंप्लीफाई कर देता हूँ, ए स्क्वायर माइनस बी स्क्वायर, तो ये क्या बन जाएगा, तो यू गाइस ऑलरेडी नो दैट इज ए प्लस बी होल इनटू ए माइनस बी। उनको मैं थोड़ा सा अलग कर देता हूँ ताकि यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा अवॉइड करें, तो थोड़ा सा यहाँ पे बहुत ज्यादा नहीं तो हो जाएगा। ओके, तो उसको लिख लेते हैं कि एन गामा माइनस एन बीटा, तो व्हाट इज एन गामा, तो व्हाट इज दैट इज 1.66 माइनस 1.54, मैंने इसे बस रफली कर रहा हूँ, अगर कैलकुलेटर में होता तो डायरेक्टली यू कैन पुट। ओके, दैट्स व्हाई आई एम जस्ट सिंप्लीफाइंग दैट। Okay, and what it is, then n 1.66 plus 1.54. Okay, is it clear? Then what is happening here, then n beta square, so what is n beta, that is your 1.54, and that is 1.54 ka square. Okay, then the same thing, a square minus b square, so what I'm just trying to do, then 1.66 minus 1 point alpha कितना था 1.42, then 1.66 plus 1.4. Okay, if you're trying to simplify, then it is going to give you cos square vz, okay, which is equal to anything, can कोई बता सकता है what is basically going to give, okay, so anybody who is getting, simply अगर आप इसको करोगे तो it is going to give you 1.42 का स्क्वायर, देन उसके बाद 1.54 का स्क्वायर, इसको मैं अलग कर देता हूँ। ओके, देन उसके बाद वी आर गेटिंग 1.66 माइनस 1.54, तो 6 माइनस 2 4, ये हो जाएगा 0.12। ओके, दिस इज गोइंग टू गिव यू 0.12, देन मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 1.66 इंटू 1.54 कितना होगा, दैट इज गोइंग टू गिव यू आई थिंक 3.20। ओके, देन आप उसके बाद 1.66 minus 1.42, it is going to give you 0.24 into 1.66 plus 1.4,
2, this is 2. okay, तो ये कितना देगा, it is going to give you 6 plus 2, that is 6 plus 2 8. okay,
so 3.08. okay, so it is going to give you like that. So if
trying to मतलब आपको अगर कट कुछ करना है तो you can easily
do that. okay, तो कैसे करेंगे, तो this is going to give you 2.
okay,
if you're trying to cut them, then it is going to give you 1.60. okay, then simply if you're trying to do the complete multiplication, so what is the common thing that is going to give you, the cos square vz, it is not actually visible, that is going to give you cos square vz is equal to 1.4 square, तो ये ऐसा अगर कैलकुलेशन करेंगे, आई हैव ऑलरेडी कंप्लीटेड दिस पार्ट, तो ये ऐसा आएगा 1.0475, तो 2.3716 ऐसे ही आसपास आएगा। ओके, देन उसके बाद क्या करना है, यू जस्ट हैव टू डू दी फ्रैक्शन। ओके, इसको क्लियर करना है, देन उसके बाद यहाँ पे स्क्वायर है, देन व्हाट यू जस्ट हैव टू डू, यू जस्ट हैव टू टेक द मल्टीप्लिकेशन। ओके, यहाँ पे vz है, तो दैट मींस यू जस्ट हैव टू पुट हियर cos इनवर्स। ओके, तो गेट कैलकुलेटर में इजीली हो जाएगा। ओके, देन इफ यू आर ट्राइंग टू डू दिस ऑपरेशन, इट इज गोइंग टू गिव यू द vz। ओके, बट दैट इज नॉट द करेक्ट आंसर, क्योंकि हमको 2vz जानना है, whether that is the acute angle या फिर obtuse angle। तो व्हाट डू यू थिंक दैट आई हैव टू डू, आपको अगर vz यहाँ पे मिल जाता है, तो दैट इज बेसिकली गोइंग टू कम लाइक, तो ये आसपास कितना आएगा, इट इज गोइंग टू बी कम लाइक 48.35 degree। okay, that is vz। okay, we have not completed the calculation, तो हमको क्या निकालना है, 2vz in order to find out whether it is the acute bisectrus या फिर it is the obtuse bisectrus। तो what is the thing, 48.35, इसको अगर मल्टीप्लाई करें 2 से, तो 48 is going to give you 96 and 0.35 is going to give you 70.70। okay, then this is going to give you 96.70, that means whether it is the acute or obtuse, this is your obtuse angle, okay, greater than 90 degree। that means 2bz is basically going to be converted into the obtuse bisectors. अगर 2bz अगर 2bz अगर मान लो कि obtuse bisectors है, that means 2vx is basically vxa, that means acute bisectors. Then in this cases, what is the result of the optic sign that we can calculate? That is your biaxial negative. Okay, so you can easily find out. And if anybody is wondering कि हम यहाँ पे तो और एक क्वेश्चन था कि vx एंगल निकालना है, तो कैसे निकालोगे? तो you guys already know there is a formula. तो मैंने आपको ये बताया था, this is the common relationship, not a formula. तो what are the things that you have to do here? First thing, आपको 2vx plus 2vz that is basically 180 डिग्री, ठीक है? तो you guys already know the 2vz, तो आपको simply यहाँ पे क्या कर देना है, vx निकालना है ना. तो vx निकालेंगे तो क्या करेंगे, तो vx is basically 180 degree minus 2vz upon 2. Okay, is it going to give you the vx angle? Okay, so I think everything is clear. So if time allow us, so we are going to conduct such type of sections. Okay, so if anybody has any doubt, please let me know, otherwise we are going to conclude this section.